on? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are back in the car. We used to shoot these videos all the time, talking to you guys in the car. And no, this is not going to be a talking video. This is going to be a drag strip video. However, when I went to Bowling Green to run, my voice was pretty much done. I had to struggle to speak. So I didn't want to do a whole lot of it. So I waited till my voice came back to shoot this part of the video. So we got back to Bowling Green, and if you remember my last video, we went to Bowling Green. We showed up late. They closed early. Was able to get one run in. So this time, I thought I was doing good, guys. I left a lot earlier than I did last time, but we ran into an accident on the interstate. Then we ran into heavy traffic, and it turned a 2.5 hour drive into a little over 4 hour drive. So I was trying to, and then it didn't, but I still got there around 8, got into the gate. They're like, we're probably gonna close the staging lanes at 9. I was like, crap. But anyway, I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and go in and run. Now my plan was to run 2 passes on the 125 and 2 passes on the 120. However, with limited time, I knew that I had to go ahead and switch over to the 120 pulley to get some passes in. I had that one run with the 125 that showed the mile per hour, so we pretty much knew what we could do. And the main reason I really wanted to run the 125 and the 120 on the same day was because the DA was up a lot more than it was the last time we was at the track. Last time we was at the track, I believe it was around 1700 DA. This time at the track, we were almost 2800 DA. So rounding 3,000, getting close to 3,000 DA, which we're kind of used to here in the South during this time of year. That's usually what we get in. We're usually between 2,500 to 3,300 at night during the summer. But anyway, guys, we went ahead and switched over to the 120 pulley and was able to make a couple runs with the 120 pulley. So I'm gonna shoot to the first run right here. Thank you. All right, so we did a 1087 at 133. It felt really good. What was my 60? 183.60. 1087 at 133. I'm gonna look at the log. So we did a 1087 at 133 with a 183.60 foot. And now I know in the last video, if you watched it, we ran the same mile per hour. But one thing you got to think about, guys, is yes, we pulleyed down one pulley side, gained almost 2 pounds of boost, but we also went up 1,000 DA, and DA does matter. It will slow you down. The higher it gets, the slower you will run. Now if we'd have been in the same DA, we ran the 133 in on the 125 pulley, I imagine would have been around 134, maybe 135, hard to say. But when fall comes back around, I got these pulleys. We'll stick the 120 back on when we start getting a little cooler air, and we'll make a rip on 93 and see what it does. Then I'll also have the solution for the crappy 60 foots, which is a converter, which I knew we was gonna have to do when we put the centrifugal supercharger on. I knew we was gonna have to put a converter in the car to make it leave as hard as I'm used to with the Whipples and everything else. So I knew he was gonna have to do it, but I wanted to make runs on the 125 and the 120 pulley on an almost stock car just to see what it would do. So, and that's what we're doing, guys. But anyway, guys, we went ahead and made another pass just to see if I could get it a little quicker. I pretty much knew we'd probably run the same, but here's that pass.
There we go. 1090 at 133 with a 185 60 foot.
All right, so our 60 foot went up a little bit. First pass we got a 183, now we got a 185, so it slowed us down a little bit. Still ran 133 mile per hour, but we slowed us down to a 10.9. Got to get that 60 foot down, and that's what while we're putting the converter in. Converter should be good, I would say, for a couple tenths. Here's an actual video of a customer's car we put together with a converter, with a centrifugal supercharger at our local 8th mile track, and I'll shoot you it real quick. All right, now that was a 141 60 foot, and that was with a Circle D converter, and it did really well off the line. So have no doubt in my mind, when we put the converter in this, we're gonna knock the 60 foot down and get it a lot quicker. One thing to keep in mind, guys, we are on 315 gears. If we had a 355 gear in the car would be quicker on the 60 foot like it is. We're also on stock headers, cats, resonator, everything is completely stock in the car. So as we go along, we're going to start making modifications. We're going to put supporting mods on. The car's going to get quicker and quicker. But the first things we're going to do, guys, is a fuel system and a converter. We're going to get it on E85, and we're going to get a converter in the car. So when I get the converter and the E85 in the car, we're going to go back on the 120, and we're going to see what the difference is, especially in the 60 foot. And you probably see some videos from the 8th mile as well, because I can hone in my 60 foot, see what the car likes, and get some 8th mile runs in. And that way, when I go back to the quarter mile, I know what the car likes, I know what RPM the car likes to launch at, and we're kind of dialed in and ready to go for the quarter mile. Because after the 8th mile, it's kind of just keep your foot on the floor and hold on and keep it straight. That's pretty much all you got to do. The 8th mile is where it's all done. The 60 foot, you know, all that's where it's all done. Before we go, guys, one thing we did do with the car is a couple weeks ago we went out to Jackson Dragway, my local 8th mile track, and we was playing around to see what we could do with the 60 foot. We made a pass without using a trans brake, and we made a pass with using a trans brake. Now, when we were using a trans brake, I don't have a two-step, so I don't have no way to regulate my RPM and be able to have it on the floor as soon as I leave. With the two-step, I can set my RPM and be on the floor. As soon as I let go of the trans brake, I'm already on the floor. With the way I had to do it, I had to hold the RPMs, and then as soon as I let go of the trans brake, floor it, which doesn't exactly give you the best launch. But we did try it. I'm gonna show you the footage without the trans brake and with the trans brake. There we go. There's 722 at 104.6, so almost 105 mile per hour. So we picked up 184.60. My 60, it leaves a lot to be desired. That's pretty much what I ran at, well, that's a little better than I ran when I was at Bowling Green, I think. But anyway, 104.6, I think I ran 103.9 at Bowling Green.
right? So we ran a 174 to 708 at 104, so we dropped 2/10. Well, almost 2/10. 722 to 708 ain't quite 2/10, but just went to 174 and we almost cut 2 full tenths off. So that shows you guys, if you drop a tenth on the 60, most time you're going to drop almost 2/10 on the big end. So that was a lot better.
So as you can see, dropping 1/10 off our 60 dropped almost 2 full tenths off of the big end. So that just goes to show you guys, these 180 60 foots I got, when we get the converter in and we drop a couple tenths, we're going to be dropping 3 to 4 tenths easy off of our quarter mile time. So that 10.8 would have been a 10.5 or 10.4 easy with just knocking a couple tenths off our 60. So the mile per hour is there. The car's running good. After I get done all this testing, we get down to 100 millimeter pulley and do all of our testing, we can always go back to the 120 on 93 with the converter and everything and see how it does, especially when the air starts getting a little better. We can put the pulleys through the test and just go back and forth and play around with it. But anyway, guys, that's our plans with the car. Next up is a fuel system and a converter. And I might shoot to the track here and there before I get it. I think Circle D's like 3 or 4 weeks out on a converter. Fuel system I should have in within the next week or so, and we should be ready to go. I was hoping to get the converter in by Ford takeover. Not sure if I'll be able to make it happen or not, depending. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much the plan with the car. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.